Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 117 here, bringing you another Competitive Heroes 2 commentary, brought to you by, or at least sent to me by Jesus Troops, who was so kind to send me this replay. Actually, I overheard this replay with him and, was it GTA and them playing it, which is really, really funny, because of the fact, like, they're just, like, yelling and screaming over the headset. I'm just like, what are you talking about? What are you saying? And then, of course, it just turns out to be this game. So... pretty funny. Oh, if you just by the way, just letting you know, you can send in replays via my Facebook and also my email on my YouTube channel. Just letting you know, if you don't see your replay, I only release one community video a week. The other two Company of Heroes 2 videos are one live replay and one commentated replay that are games that I've played. So, usually the live one, of course, is just live, and you can't really do a live with people because, well, you're not there. And then I do one commentary of my own video. So, again, I don't release all that much, and each one is a different format. So, if you don't see your replay, don't panic. It's just, it may have to take some time for it to release. But in any case, it looks like Jesus Troops, Ozerkel, I think. They know each other. I believe they know each other because they were yelling in chat. GTA Ryan, which is now best buddies with them, and Dr. Strangelove. He said multiple times that he's leaving the Greyshot crew for them, but I think he may stick around. I have a good feeling GTA will stick around. But in any case, they are playing Allies versus the Axis. The enemy team has 3 Wehrmachts with 1 over commando, while GTA's group has 3 Soviets and 1 American. I usually tries to auto match with 2 over commando, 2 American, etc., etc. Right now we see Dr. Strangelove with Rifleman. Doing what Riflemen do best, medium range combat under medium cover. These guys have decent cover, but Rifleman, this Rifleman squad doesn't have any cover, which is why he's losing a lot of health. But, Pioneers trying to get across. Again, water doesn't cause any slowdown because of the update. Wow, those Pioneers, man, their charge failed drastically and epically. But because Riflemen just have better equipment and guns, again, they're the probably best infantry in the game, or at least standard infantry, they're able to own these Volks and push them back. Even though they weren't suffering that many casualties, you don't want to keep them in a fight they're going to lose, especially with, like, another Star Rifleman and other troops moving in. Looks like they may be closing off this area to stop the Americans from coming through. Issue, Americans can always come through this way, or they can go around this direction and, yeah, get right into your base. I mean, there's MGs there, but still, always a possibility. Always. Look into the city, and it looks like he went, Jesus Troops went the scout car, which is a decent, over commando counter. Enough firepower and pretty much a Panzerschreck can take this thing out. But I know a lot of people use this tactic to pretty much kill the Oberkommando. Which, if we look at their gamer tags, you can see they have the Dark Lord, Sauron, awesome. Also, if you have not played Shadow of Mordor, highly recommend it. Fantastic game. I think the DLC is also, like, on sale, but I may have to pick that up. Shadow of Mordor was really good. Stug Life, I also have to 100% it. Do that with some games. The only games I really like, I 100% on Xbox One. Let's see. I have there's Panzergren, long name, and I'm gonna say Doc. I have no idea. And then let's see. They've gone Elite Troops Doctrine. Boy, oh boy, people like use this doctrine a lot. And guess what? It's not that great. Honestly, it's okay, but remember, the Tiger Ace can only deployed once. Again, once. So, for those who are like, oh, it has a decent faction, the troop training's not bad. It's just, I don't know. There's so many other doctrines that can be great, but I mean, the Panzer Tactician is probably the best thing this doctrine has. Stun Grenade's okay, but whatever. This guy's picked any doctrines, and they haven't. Jesus Troops win Lend-Lease is actually a really good supportive doctrine, because conscripts repair. The Sherman's not a good like a direct tank, like a heavy tank. It's a good supportive tank though. Lend-Lease is great for dropping in fuel. You have to drop in fuel by your ally base, but again, if you want to make sure your ally who has the IS-2 gets out a little bit faster, you spend 100 munitions, you drop in fuel next to his base, and he gets, I think, about 50 fuel. It's a pretty good deal. Just watch out for AA fire, because they can shoot down the planes. What else? And the half-track assault group, not only do you get a really cool guards assault troops, which close good short range. Again, they don't have anti-tank, but you also get the great AA track that essentially all you have to do is upgrade. What else do they have? They have Rifle Company, Easy 8. Good, probably the best American tank, just overall. Let's see what's going on mid. Nice little counterattack, but they do have a lot of squads of Grenadiers. Again, they may have heavy cover, but if you have enough squads firing at enemy, even in cover, it's still going to cause them some damage. Okay, that was a nice stun. I'll give it. Fine. Stun grenade's good. Wow, that was an amazing AT shot. 2 conscripts dying from 1 shot. Huh. Yeah, it was 2 from a single pack round. Go figure. Must have been standing right next to each other. An Ozer kill immediately dropped, so I'm gonna say he was not talking and was not a friend with them. Okay, so that means they have an AI. Huh. Forgot to mention that to me, but oh well. Lord Sauron went Fortified Armor Doctrine. This is okay. Panzer Tactician Overflight's good. You get the Elephant as well, which is really, really good. Let's see. They also went Breakthrough, Yag Tiger. Killed the AT, pretty nice. They're puncturing through the middle and heading right for the fuel. And then they have... Is that both? They both have elite troops, so Tiger Ace is great. Grenadiers, though, doing really good. Again, Captain's good. They have the machine guns or submachine guns that are good close range. Not so good long range. You know what's also great? A Stuart. Problem, these guys have Panzerfaust. And a Stuart, while good against infantry, is not exactly as good as a Luke's or Panzer II. This thing will be a little devil and will kill infantry pretty well, but still. Nice counterattack coming from the side along with shock troops. These guys can better get out of there. Otherwise, all these Grenadiers are going to die. With shock troops and also the flamethrower, it's going to be a slaughter fest. And the shock troops are getting right in front of those units, holding them back for the flamethrowers to kill them. And I think that that Grenadier squad dies. That is why you make sure the enemy does not close the gap. Otherwise, your troops will die in the process. The enemy's now pushing through mid. They do have this left side pretty clear. Looks like he's placing some mines. I like the mine with the demo charge. That's definitely going to cause a big explosion for any troops coming through. Looks like he put a mine over here and that he kind of suffered. They closed up this area, not this area though. So just turn right. They did put an MG in this building. Pretty smart. And I love how, again, people forget. If you have armor-piercing rounds, use it, because it's only 15 munitions, but boy, oh boy, does it create this awesome damage boost for the for a machine gun. Plus, it just destroys any type of armor. If you're versing a Stuart, if you're even versing like a Stuart, it'll do some damage. But if you verse like a half-track or a scout car, it will just destroy the scout car instantly. It's great. It's fantastic. That being said, Dr. Strangelove is pushing in with his Stuart and Rifle Company, equipping with flamethrowers. Here's the thing. I never use flamethrowers, or I do so very sparingly. Why? Very simple. While flamethrowers are fantastic at killing infantry, wow, this guy already upgraded. Again, you have to upgrade to get the MG43. Well, it is a great anti-infantry killer, along with these penal troops. Again, flamethrowers are amazing. You know what's... Wow, that pack is just getting so many kills against infantry. The thing that sucks about it that people forget... Oh, the Minesweeper. And guess what? Minesweeper can remove that, so you have to be very quick. If he defuses that bomb while he's over it, game over. But in any case, while it's great against anti-infantry... And again, if you... I'm sorry. One more thing. They attacked the, it looks like the officer. They killed the officer. All the troops retreat. And with all this, they're going to move up and pretty much take out these guys. As you can see here, the riflemen are doing a pretty good job. They are kind of owning the front line a little bit. Let's see. What else do they have? We have GTA with shock mortar, ISU-152, and bombing run. Great. Very nice. And these riflemen are just pushing up, killing all these troops. Shock. They're now stuck, do a little bit more damage. That could probably be a good way to pin troops and just either run them over or something like that. That's what I would do. So shock it. Now I think that's Jesus troops. No, it's Ryan. Never mind. Jesus troops. What am I saying? Ryan moves in with shock troops. But this Panzer headquarters is keeping their shock troops back. Again, that flak ability will pretty much suppress any troops. Shock troops are no different. Wow, looks like they had this nice little forward HQ, or like, I would say forward post in the city. This will pretty much heal any type of troops in the city. It will give them more units, but it will not heal them. So, like, as their health increases, it won't help that. So you can keep giving troops more men, their health might be really, really low. Like white phosphorus. If white phosphorus will decrease your health to such a low point, you can have 4 men, but the 4 men will die in, like, a quick machine gun barrage. Nice flamethrower, killing the men. As I was saying, the reason why I don't use flamethrowers all that much is one good mortar strike or something, that thing pops, the flames engulf your entire squad and kills it. I know that doesn't happen a lot. Looks like they're recapping here after the engineer squad decapped everything. I know that doesn't happen a lot, but it happens enough with me, and maybe it's just my bad luck. I know it's random luck that could possibly happen, but it just happens so many times with me that I'm just like, I don't want to risk it. Note, I'm also a person that literally has a goddamn plane crash into heavy tanks and also is infantry groups. So yeah, I'm that lucky. That being said, Dr. Strangelove is doing what the Steward does best in doing quick strikes into enemy territory, keeping himself away from the Panzerfaust while he's still using it to kill this bunker. That will allow other troops to move in, and also will allow, I guess his troops to move in undisturbed. But the AA half-track will also heal infantry. People forget about that. This thing is a great frontline unit because they'll heal your infantry as they're being depleted. So he could probably heal his shock troops if he wanted to, heal them up, and then help and push. Let's see. This guy has a decent amount of units, but well, he has one of everything, so he has a good anti-infantry, long-range anti-infantry, and anti-tank. He's just one squad of each, and although that's good, and don't get me wrong, okay, you have to remember, this thing does not have a decent amount of armor, so like 1 or 2 tank shots, especially like high-velocity shots, like from a, we'll say, Elephant or Jagdtiger, probably kill this thing really, really quickly. That being said, he's doing a bit of damage, and that AA gun on the back is no laughing matter. You can see one guy left. I would not even risk it. I'll just run. Oh, there's the guards troops. Jesus troops bring that in. Again, part of the Lend-Lease. Those things, again, people use the German, again, they're trying to target that officer. People use the, that half-track with the Panzer Grenadiers inside to do like a drive-by. This is the ultimate drive-by. This is the Soviet version of the drive-by. Just, minus the flamethrower. Look over here. This guy decommissioned all that stuff. Again, it's 30 points, people. 30 munitions to get that ability. I know GTA complains, oh, it's not worth it. It's worth it so that you can lead the pack with that, and you don't accidentally. Nice satchel charge blows up that point, so you don't accidentally run into a mine and get your troops blown to high heaven. Was it Tank Killer today? I saw him play a game, and this is absolutely incredible. Highly recommend it. Sandbags, heavy cover. I know a lot of people, and I try to do this occasionally, where I put like a barbed wire. And well, that's good. I don't recommend that anymore. Put a goddamn not satchel charge, but a oh, very nice. So he doesn't want this thing to be hit, so he just retreats. And I think it's not even that far. Yeah, it's over here. So that way they can't hurt the Steward. They have to manually target it. But put a little bomb next to a heavy cover, something like that. Because what he would do is he would make cover points for the enemy to run to. They would hide behind the heavy cover, and he would blow it up with a demo charge. Oh my god, it was the funniest thing. And I think I don't think I have that replay, but it was just a really, really cool tactic. that people can really do. Like, so behind this, put a satchel charge or demo charge. Wait for the enemy to move up while you have it. Retreat your units and blow it up. It's great. So the flamethrowers are back, doing quite a bit of damage, but MGs are there, and the MG-42 did get a damage boost, making it pretty good for, again, large clumps of infantry. Flamethrowers moving back up. You can see the Opel Soldaten without the MG-34. Very interesting. Nice grenade. Oh no, terrible grenade. Didn't do anything. White Phosphorus, though, definitely did a lot. And slowly reducing their health and causing them to push back. Also, Incendiary. So why is this a good combo? Incendiary will insta-kill infantry if they have no health. White Phosphorus will bring them to a point where they have no health. So it's a good combo to use with American and Soviet support. Stuart moving in, insta-killing that AT, which I love because, again, it's a light tank. T-34 is moving up, taking out the enemy. As you can see here, they're also neutralizing this point as well, pushing them pretty far. Oh, wow. I look away for 2 seconds and the Stuart blows up, most likely from the pack in the back. But looks like red is going for Stuarts. Stug Life. Oh boy. Stug Life. God, and I thought Pug Life was a bad meme. Oh boy. Anyway, Pug Life is pushing back the enemy with his Stugs. Doing a pretty good job. That being said, this mortar carriage is doing some nice long-range hits. Very, very cool. But they have most of the map under their control. I don't really see... Yeah, I don't really see how the enemy is really going to come back. They don't exactly have that much fuel. They have a lot of manpower. Except for this guy who's, I guess, trying to get enough points to get a Tiger Ace. Which is why he has 800 manpower. Again, you don't need any fuel for this damn thing. You just need manpower. But, again, you can never bring it out. Ever. So Stug Life is sending in his Stugs, and Studes, whatever you want to call them. I call them Stugs, Studes, whatever. Panzer IV chasing the T-34s. That might be a trap. Ooh, maybe not. T-34 got knocked out. Stugs holding their own against the Sherman, or is that an easy hit? Well, we'll never know, will we? Panzer IV still pushing them back. Huge epic battle going on. We have MGs. Looks like the Allies are... Wow, they're losing a lot of forces. Shock troops being pinned. More tanks dead. More tanks. Stug's still alive. Panzer IV moving back. I think it might be... No, yeah, M4C Sherman. That's what it is. Kills Panzer IV. A Panther moving up, though. And I hate to say it, this M4C Sherman... Well, I remember originally I released this thing, and this thing was actually really, really good. Yeah, it can't go toe-to-toe with the Panther, so it's going to fall back. Wow, so the entire Allied push got halted. And that's the thing you have to really worry about is how give and take. You can always, ooh, nice ram, but it's just shocked. The engine's not gone. So what is your goal? With the main gun here destroyed? What is... Oh, maybe wait for the captain to move up, but then your tank can't shoot. The main gun's also destroyed. I get this is like sacrifice your T-34, but yeah, I didn't really do all that much. Stug is still alive, though. And they're recapping this point. They're using mine gear to make sure they don't get blown up. Ooh, good hit with the mortar carriage. Again, this thing will do quite a bit of damage. Not as much as it previously could, but hey, it still will hurt infantry quite a bit. Especially if it does a nice one-shot. Well, it looks like the Allies are taking some heavy beatings. They can't push in, and the Panther is definitely causing some havoc. But that being said, they still have a ton of units. We look at overall unit caps on each side, and... Yeah, it looks like the Allies have slightly more, due to Dr. Strangelove mostly. Good wide range of units. He's falling back. He's probably moving over to kill this thing. Shock troops moving in. These Pioneers, although close range, don't stand a chance. They honestly don't. We have another Panther coming around the side. Penal troops moving in. Penal troops can't have no anti-armor, so unless they somehow pin the tank, or the tank's not paying attention. Oh, that's guard, sorry. I mean, unless you can pin a tank and then throw a satchel charge, you can't really do all that much anti-armor with the penal troops. It's mostly anti-infantry and a blob or emplacement, or buildings. That's about it. Let's see what everyone has. Jesus Troops has that M4C Sherman. The AI has not all that much, so whatever. P70, man, love the AI. 20 minutes in the game, the AI is like, you know what we need? Not an IS-2. No. Let's waste the, how much is that? 70. Let's waste the 70 goddamn fuel on a T-70. Goddamn AI. Anyway, it looks like the Axis tried to push up with Grenadiers, but that kind of failed with the stuff coming down. Also, shock troops. Man, our shock troops really good. Recapping this and falling back. Capping this point. Panzer Fusiliers are good, but flamethrowers, though, wow, they'll just do a ton of damage. Oh, wow. That was an awesome flame. Again, you may be saying, oh, the flamethrowers are amazing. My luck. I know, they pop on me. No one else, apparently. Just me. Oh, wow. This is awesome. An emplaced Panther, which means he hauled down, can't move. Gives it more armor, but still, that's like a perfect opportunity. Just get a bunch of penal troops and throw satchels on it. Because this thing, again, it has more armor, and I think it can fire a little faster. What does haul down do? So let me look on that. Haul down. Haul down increases defenses and damage. Okay. Well, now you're also stuck. Well, a bunch of tanks swarm you. God, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks just swarmed in. 6, 7. Oh boy. Try to move into the base, but the MG's blocking them. They're gonna have to retreat. Overall, though, pretty good. They're moving up. Now here comes the large tank force. And they're going to try to move, I guess, everything they have to counter. But I don't think it'll be enough, honestly. Because they have a Panther Line infantry, but that's just a lot of tanks. And a good variety of tanks, too. It's not just one kind. They have all different Jacksons, T-34s, Shermans, different types of Shermans. They're just something else. This Panther, well, good. I love the MG bunker trying to hurt them. This isn't Spearhead. MG's bullets won't hurt tanks. I love how this guy's like, okay, you know what it's time to do? Make an emplacement. Where's that building? No, it's a building. I think he tried to get AT gun. Oh my god. Tiger Ace. Nice timing, but it's still gonna fail. Why do I know this? There are 4 small tanks. And although Tiger Ace is great, there's no way you can kill all these tanks. Although it's doing something really smart. King the Jackson, which is probably the thing you want to take out first. Destroy the engine, because it can just fire long range and do massive amounts of damage. That thing's out of control. Focus on something else. Panther's moving in. That could be bad. Smoke, but they still see it. Jackson, I don't think can, but that's really weird. Panther moved in. They're like, oh my god. They use the smoke too. It would be smart if you knocked out the Jackson. Decent bombing strike, but kind of failed. Panther, Tiger is still alive. Takes out this M4C Sherman. AT guns being brought in. There goes this Tiger Ace. Can't call that back in. Panther's not going to take out, I think, the T-34s. Wow, wow, it took out the T-34. Now they have 2 left. Huh. Wow, there goes all their armor. I mean, they have a few tanks in the back, but wow. See, the risk reward. You can press into the enemy base, but... Oh, wow, that was an awesome hit. Just destroy the tank before they can get it. But essentially, you can attack the enemy base. It does not mean you're going to win. Because the enemy base is something so fortified, and they can easily call for reinforcements. They can become very, very tricky to take it. That being said, they can at least attack the replacements. They still have a few tanks left, and AT guns, and bombing runs, apparently. But, whatever. ISU 152. Great long range. Gonna hit the Panther? No? Alright, whatever. Gonna hit the AT gun. No, because see, that was an explosive, so he has anti-tank. Now he's switching to load high explosive. And those AT guns moving in are just gonna take out a lot of the armor. And if we look at them, they don't have that many tanks. Okay, this guy's a lot of tanks. Jesus Troops has a few tanks. Sure, why not? This guy's 1,000 manpower. What is he saving up for? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I answered my own question. Saving up for an elephant. It's like this. It's like what? Wah battle group. What does that mean? Wah battle group equals urban defense? They don't have urban defense. And you guys seem to be... Wow, I love the T-34 of Stug Life. KT gets nerfed. Wow, whenever I play allies, no problem. KT? Katusha? And then they surrender. Huh. Okay, I'll give them this. The Axis actually did a really good job of countering. I mean, that's a really good job countering, because they killed a lot of the Allied tanks. And again, if you're over commando, that's a lot of dead carcasses. I'll probably give you like 50 fuel. But overall, that was a pretty good game. Again, nice way to counter mines. Again, Minesweeper. Flamethrowers are good. My luck just says they pop really easily. And overall, yeah, they just had a good tank force, able to flank enemy forces. Again, I don't know why he went hull down. I don't recommend going hull down because, again, you're essentially... A tank is meant to be mobile, and while it does add extra defense, you want that thing to keep moving. You don't want it to be stationary. Unless it's like a big, heavy tank, like a Sturm Tiger or Elephant, something like that. But honestly, not really for a Panther. But alright, let's see how score everyone did. Wow, AI did the worst. Go figure. Jesus Troops, nearly 22,000. Dr. Strangelove, 20,000. GTA, 12,000. GTA, step it up. Come on. But he got most kills, so I can't really blame him. Let's see, on the Axis side, Stug Life was the best. That's pretty funny. They did about roughly the same. Overall, though, pretty good. Pretty good. Wow, that's pretty funny. But overall, that was a pretty good game. I want to thank, I believe, Woodstock, aka Jesus Troops, for saying that in. But yeah, overall, could they have done better? I feel like they had issue fighting the flamethrowers. They let the force go, and they focused in middle. I would have probably kept fighting, because they just let it go, and because of all the extra munitions and fuel and stuff like that, the Axis were just outclassed. They, again, especially as the Axis, you need more points. The Allies, even with fewer points, usually get a lot more manpower, munitions. Look, 73 munitions per turn. That's a lot. Don't lose territory, because if you lose territory, you will lose the game. And I guess when they tried to counter, it kind of didn't work. It worked in some scenarios, but like taking back the city or the middle, like they were able to hold off attacks. They were good at holding off attacks. They were terrible at attacking themselves, unless it was the very beginning with the Grenadiers. But yeah, what I would probably recommend is probably, to be quite honest, be more productive in taking the force, and then also do coordinated attacks with your teammates, such as possibly going behind enemy lines, not closing that area off, which is really weird. I don't know why you would do that. But yeah, that's very weird. I don't know why. Because usually it's the goal of whoever's on this side to block these areas up and then just focus on city. And you don't want to allow that to happen because then you have 4 people ganging up here. Then you have 2 guys flip around the side, push through here, attack the enemy base a little bit, draw them back, and then you keep doing 1-2 punches here, get the heavier tanks eventually, and unless they, again, ISU-152 is great, but they have an elephant, that's going to be a hard thing for this thing to fight. Elephant versus ISU-152 is a really good battle, and if it's just better coordinator, but again, it turns into a long-range combat, and usually the person on this side does pretty well, because again, they can just get the heavy tanks, and they have such an open area that they can just, while they can kind of hide behind cover, they have fewer areas to move their tanks, so it's harder for them to move their tanks. It's like funneling them through, where you can literally attack from any point on this side. So, anyway, that's my opinion. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please send in those replays, and I'll see you next time.